I'm going to tell you why Trump was so badly triggered and walked out of this viral NBC interview, as I'm sure you've all seen by now. I'll give you the psychological explanation and proof as to why he had this crash out. Here's a hint. He has a severe psychiatric disorder. This condition is the same one that causes him to lie, cheat, steal. He has no remorse. Have you ever heard Trump apologize? It causes his entitlement, his erratic, insensitive, and emotionally volatile behavior. He bullies and shames and exploits and discards people. It causes him to have a complete lack of empathy and conscience. It's why he's ruthless and corrupt. It's why he believes he's above the law and why he abuses children. All of these behaviors are from the same psychiatric disorder. I'll use this interview to demonstrate what I'm talking about. And by the way, in just this one 30-minute interview, I found 47 examples of these behaviors resulting from his disorder. He truly has a profound mental illness. We won't look at all 47 examples, but let's look at 4 clips from this interview that really highlight his condition. Here's the first clip.
So you're saying you didn't break your promise, and yet, Mr. President, in your first term, you held to that promise, and it was so fundamental to who you were as a candidate to a first-term president. What changed? Because you insisted no new wars.
First of all, I didn't guarantee no war. Why would I have built the strongest military in the world? I built our military. I inherited a terrible military. We had no equipment. We had nothing. I built a tremendous military. Biden gave a lot of it away, but it's still a relatively small portion compared to what I built.
But you said it over and over again, Mr. President.
Why would I build a military?
This is gaslighting, which is a manipulative form of lying. He's trying to revise history. He broke a campaign promise, and he knows it. He promised no new wars as part of the America First pitch to voters. Now he's changing his story. He's trying to change the narrative from no new wars and the peace president to no endless wars. And why would I build this great military if I'm not going to use it? Gaslighting is a classic defense mechanism and manipulation tactic that people with Trump's condition frequently use to maintain control. Let's look at the next clip.
The reason I won elections, people have confidence in me, I have good judgment. I had to make a judgment. Do I want to go along and have a country that's doing really well, but somebody is going to try and kill us? Or do I want to put out that horrible threat? And I did. I put it out. I put it out for many, many years. Now I'm going to put it out permanently. I'm going to do it either through negotiation, where we're very close to a deal, or I'm going to blow the hell out of them, to be honest with you. And it's going to be very easy for me to do. That's actually the easier path.
This is threat dominance. It's remorselessness, and it's a severe lack of empathy. He presents the threat of overwhelming violence as simple, efficient, and importantly, emotionally uncomplicated. This is one of the most morally revealing quotes in the interview. The disturbing part is not merely the threat of force. Presidents sometimes discuss aggressive military options. The revealing part is the casualness. He describes blowing the hell out of them as the easier path. That means mass violence isn't a grave last resort. It's just a convenient way to assert dominance. His emotional tone is not burdened, it's not conflicted, and it's not restrained. It's almost boastful. People with Trump's disorder are not concerned with how their decisions and actions affect others. It's what allows people like him to be ruthless and corrupt. These particular behaviors are devastating in personal, private relationships. Let's look at the third behavior. I'm sure you've already seen this clip.
It was a dirty election,
Mr.
and it's
President,
happening again right now in California.
Presented evidence.
It's happening
the
right now in California. Right now, it's look at what's happening in California.
To that?
It's
The
4
Republicans
days.
are doing well in
California, no, they're not. They're dropping fast because it's a rigged election. Let me tell you, it's 4 days, and they aren't even close to coming up with.
That's how they count.
You know
the
why they're
votes in
doing that?
California.
Because they're cheating on the election.
Do you have evidence to support
all
that?
I have to do is look. All I have to do is look.
That's not
and
evidence.
I listen.
This is called grandiose certainty and delusional omniscience. In his world, and people like him, verification and proof and evidence are unnecessary. If he sees it and he says it, then it's supposed to be treated as real, as truth. This is one of the cleanest examples in the entire interview. He is directly asked for evidence, and instead of providing any, he presents his own perception as sufficient. All I have to do is look, is the essence of grandiose certainty, the belief that his personal intuition or opinion outranks objective verification and facts and evidence. This line of questioning also sets up the final collapse, because once he demands his feelings are to be treated as evidence, any demand for actual proof becomes an attack on his authority. And here's that last clip, the crash out.
These elections are rigged. Your network knows that they're rigged. Do you know that I won an election in a landslide, and I got 94% bad press?
But Mr. President,
you know why I got that? Because you have no credibility.
But you've never presented evidence that it was rigged. Let's keep talking about, I want to talk about Todd
You
Blanche.
have more evidence. There's more evidence than ever presented.
Let's talk
Your
about
elections in this country. We're like a third world country.
Sir,
your elections are crooked, and you're crooked, and Meet the Press is crooked,
Mr.
and so is ABC and CBS and CNN.
But Mr. President,
you're one-sided crooked networks. All right, let's call it quits because I've had enough.
What an epic crash out. He reveals so much of his pathology in just this one clip. He shows his whole ass. You can obviously see the arrogant behavior. He's bullying and insulting the interviewer. It's simple. He's trying to escape the facts by destroying the credibility of the person and institution holding him accountable. You can also see a defense mechanism called splitting when he says the interviewer is either crooked or stupid. The insult is not random. It serves a psychological function. It makes disagreement with Trump impossible. He's creating a trap. Anyone who challenges him must be either crooked or stupid. There's no third choice, which is an intelligent interviewer asking valid questions. And finally, the last 30 seconds of that clip is a great example of narcissistic rage. When Kristen Welker challenged his claim by saying, "But sir, that's not evidence," he could not answer with facts. So he shifted from argument to attack. This is a quintessential Trump tactic. When attacked, attack back. He labels the interviewer, the election system, and the media, all of it, as crooked. Then, like the coward he is, he walks out so he can leave on his own terms rather than remain exposed. It's not just he has narcissism or he's a narcissist. He has malignant narcissistic personality disorder. It's a devastating mental illness, and everyone should be talking about it. We have a duty to say it because he is our president and the stakes are so high. By the way, it's exceptionally difficult for a medical professional to diagnose a person with narcissistic personality disorder. The reason it's so difficult is because people with this disorder don't think that anything is wrong with them. So they don't go to mental health doctors. And the very few that do will lie and manipulate so they don't look like the bad guy. People have asked me if I'm diagnosing the president with this medical condition. The answer is no. I'm not his doctor. I'm saying he has this condition. It's up to his doctors to officially diagnose it. I also want to highlight the brilliant performance by Kristen Welker and NBC. We are counting on the press to bring this president down. Why is it up to the press? They are the only people that have this close of an access to Trump, and it's all about access. And it's why the freedom of the press is so important. We need skilled journalists with guts to step up. Kristen Welker was brave and honorable and came to the interview well prepared. The lesson for every journalist watching that has access to the president: study Trump's go-to topics: Iran, the economy, the stock market, rigged elections, his landslide 2024 victory, the fake news media. He built the best military, tariffs, and America being respected again. The list goes on and on. You already know the topics, and you already know his positions, and you already know every answer to any question he's asked. Thoughtfully craft your questions. Anticipate his predictable responses. Call out his BS just like she did. Make him answer to his lies. Corner him. Expose him. Bring out his narcissistic rage. That's when he's at his most vulnerable. It's how he will bury himself. To the journalists who are brave enough, it's just like grade school. You have to stand up to the bully. And I'm here to help if I can. I'm going to keep hammering Trump on this, so be sure to subscribe and follow along. We do have a video coming soon about Trump's health, what's fact and what's fiction. I want to offer special recognition to our valued members. I see you and thank you. Come say hi to me. I'm over on Blue Sky. Take care. I'll see you soon.